I'm gonna bring my kid up so she can talk about her favorites and who she likes.
What's up? What's up? Hey.
Ron, can you hear me?
Hey, I hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I just wanted to show off my little avatar, for my Red Ranger, you know what I'm saying?
Of course you did.
Well, one of the Red Rangers I did cosplay, so because I love my space, and this is actually my first space cosplay out of the 3 I have, and it was Red Space, Andros, and I also did Tracy Lynn with the yellow, which is Ashley, and then of course pink, which is Cassie. So yeah. So I just wanted to show that off real quick. And of course, my other Red Rangers I have Mighty Morphin Red and Samurai Red. I think I got them right.
I'm trying to figure out how to pin a comment to the top, and I cannot.
Why am I so close?
Yeah, I put a star next to it, but I wanted to pin it to the top. I'll figure it out. But anyway, okay. So, what are your favorite Red Rangers? I shared my 5. So, do you have a 5, or is it 3, or is it all of them?
Might have to go back and look at a few seasons again. Because I'm biased because I like them because of how they are as a person instead of an actual ranger. That's why I said I'm biased with it.
Yeah, I think
I gotta go back and look at them for their skills as a ranger instead of just as a person who played the character.
Yeah, I think that
makes any sense.
Yeah, I think for me that was me though. Because a lot some of these guys that these guys I mentioned we've met in person. So I'm like okay,
yeah.
And then some of them we actually talked to a little bit more at the table, and then outside, and then out from the con, actually seen them at a bar and stuff. Hey, we're all gonna be at this spot. Yeah, come through. Oh, okay, cool. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I mean, that's what I liked about when we met Christopher King and Lee. He was, he was cool about that. And like I said, I never had any problems with him. You didn't have problems with him either. I mean, he was cool for us. And then, hey, when we saw him at the bar, and that was it. Or we saw him at the table at the con. We saw him at the table at the con, and that was it.
Yeah.
And
well. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying yeah. So I mean, because like I said, I hear mixed things about him, so I just had to say that.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I first posted my costume, and I tagged him in it. He immediately liked it and commented. He's like, "Oh man, you look better in this suit than I ever did," or something like that. I was like, "Oh, cool, thank you." And then he immediately started to follow me on Instagram, and he liked a few other Power Ranger outfit cosplays and stuff. So when we finally had the opportunity to meet him, he already knew who I was, because I remember I was wearing my outfit. I think he actually scared me when he came up and "Hi, hey," and somewhat startled me to say, "Hey, I'm here," and I'm like, "Oh, snap!" So, but yeah, so it was I had a good first interaction with him just by being online. So seeing him in person was no brainer for me to say he was pretty cool to meet.
Oh, okay. So who's another one?
Well, another one Wait, so I'm saying Rangers I actually like that I met, or just in general on the show? Because I can say why I like him on the show too.
Right, what for Andros?
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk about Andros. Go ahead.
I mean, because
we're talking about top Red Rangers, that top favorite Red Rangers.
All right. Well, when he first came onto the scene, he was like very mysterious, very like tough guy-ish, you know, and it took a little bit of Ashley to kind of warm him up. And then, of course, bonding with the other Rangers. But he had to lead them through space, you know, to accomplish their goal. He was the one who knew the area, knew the villains, knew how to work things through. And I think with that, he kind of helped guide them in good directions, even trying to find his sister, things like that. So he was very compassionate about family. And even though he was like a little recluse, if that's what it is, he still had a good bond with them. And then finding out that Zane came back, was cool, you know, got back to connect with him. So he still had some kind of heart, you know, despite how he was so distant at first. And he still cared about family, looking for his sister, trying to find out if he could save her and what happened. You know. So yeah, that's pretty much why I liked him. And then, of course, when he came back in Forever Red, finding out that he was wearing a wig.
That was funny. Yeah,
I knew something was up.
We watched it again. Yeah, we watched it again. I'm like,
I didn't know it was a wig at first, but I knew something was off.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was good to
when
see
I first
him
saw that, it didn't pay any mind.
Mm-hmm. And have him join the crew. It was cool. But yeah, it was some moments where he seemed to have gotten his feelings. You had to pull him out of it and remind him, hey, look, we have a goal, we have a mission, and he could snap right back into action. So just, you know, he showed a little bit of vulnerability. So when most of them were kind of tough at first, you know, you barely see him break. But he had some moments, so it showed he was human. Same with TJ as well. It showed that they were human. They weren't just tough, you know, hey, let's fight, blah, 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 beat up everybody. They had moments where they actually cared and showed compassion for their friends and things like that.
Definitely. Okay.
Of course, Jason, Red, Mighty Morphin Red, OG, the first Red Ranger I was ever exposed to, as everyone else was, for my times, you know. I thought he was pretty good, a great leader, actually. You know, he was always, let's go, let's do this, get back to action, let's go. It's more for time. Yeah. He was always ready. You know, even when other teammates were going through, or other Rangers were going through their issues, he tried to pull them through. Like, we got to do this. You know, stay strong. You know, he was very good at fighting skills, in and out of the suit. You know, very well trained, ready for battle. You know, it was, you know, something that a lot of young kids and people looked up to, you know, like he was ready to spring into action to save the day. And which leads into Tommy, the same way, you know, before he even became a Red Ranger, we already knew he was a leader because he was already on point. Even though there were moments, of course, through the writing and trying to mash up things, he was always like late to things or not there or leaving stuff. But when it came to connecting with the team, making sure they pulled together and worked hard and accomplished their goals, that was that. You know? Yeah. And he even showed some slight vulnerability too, but you know, because of course he didn't know in the beginning. I'm talking about he was like conflicting, but then when he became the Red Ranger, it was solidified. Like, hey, look, I'm the leader. We're gonna do this. Let's go.
Yeah. He even said back to action. Yep.
Yes. So I think what was that? 3 or 4?
That sounds like
4.
3. You talk.
Well, I
You
said
talked
Andros.
about
I mentioned
Andros.
TJ very
Mm-hmm.
briefly, but I'm gonna go deeper into him. So maybe that would be 4. So TJ, yeah, I've seen things about people hating on him, and like I said in the comments, I said, yeah, the times just weren't ready for that shift yet.
They weren't.
They wanted to give us
They,
just
they weren't.
to see how we would respond to it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe because it was such negative responses, maybe that's why they didn't continue it. But it's fine because the storyline played very well because he did continue to do great leadership even as Blue. But
Right.
but just to say, like, let's test the water. Let's see if he could be a good leader, or make a African American a Red Ranger and see how we respond. The responses may not have been so good. And that's why it took a while for the next one to come about, because the times changed. But for the most part, people sit there and talk all this nonsense about him. It's probably the way it was written. He was playing a role, and the character, he still was a leader regardless. He came in, like you said, filling in big shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like somebody telling you, all right, you're going to replace Tommy Oliver. What's your next plan? What you going to do? You'd be like, huh? What? I don't know, but all right, T, let's go. Let's get this game plan together. But yeah, it's the same thing. Because he had to definitely take on a lot. Bringing in those, carrying those big shoes, or filling those big shoes.
Yeah. So this guy has his top 10 favorite Red Rangers: Wes, Mac, Cole, Jaden, Shane, Connor, Jack,
Okay.
Casey, Nick, and Devin.
Oh, Devin. That's Beast Smokers, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. I had to pause.
I believe
So I was like, wait.
I believe so.
I
know.
was actually thinking of him.
We're gonna have to watch our We're gonna have to watch all these again.
Well, we kind of was.
Hey, don't mind us. We grew up around Zordon era, so
Yeah, we Zordon era. Which is why I'm like, oh, is that so and so? I mean, I do know Jaden because he's Samurai. And I cosplayed as his sister Lauren Shiba.
People like him. People like Jaden, Red Samurai Ranger. They like him a lot. I mean, I thought he wasn't bad. I mean, I have to watch that again because, again, when we were watching all these, I kind of caught like a glimpse.
Oh, Devin is
like,
RPM. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I've told you I'm different era.
Thank you.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah. Don't mind us. We're still thinking about Zordon era Rangers. We're thinking about the old.
As you know, you see what the 4 I named. Okay.
So all the ones that are like around the Disney era and Neo Saban era, those it's a little bit foggy for me. I would have to watch them again to see which ones are my favorites, because those are the ones I didn't really grow up with. I had to watch them later on as an adult. So not a lot of them are on my list. Not a lot of them are on my list of favorite Red Rangers. Maybe with it, if I had like a top 10, if I did a top 10, maybe I can do that. But I'll have to watch these shows again to see how I feel about them. I mean, they're all good Red Rangers. It's just for me, I gravitated more to the ones that I grew up on that were around the era when we grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe for you like some of the later Rangers.
Yeah. So look, I wasn't completely wrong. Devin is a red Beast Morphers Raven. I just looked it up. So I wasn't off completely. His name was Devin.
So why you messing? Why you messing?
Yeah. So I just looked it up. Yeah, Devin Daniels. He's the Grand Battle Force.
He said FYI.
So there might be another Devin too, but
he said FYI Zordon is the very first Red Ranger before MMPR starts. Oh yeah, we knew that. Yeah, Zordon was a Ranger. He was probably like the most. I want to make that clear. I wasn't completely wrong. He was probably the most powerful Red Ranger.
Yeah.
But then he had access to all 5 weapons when Zordon was a Ranger. Or am I thinking about something else?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
That's where you go into the comic book lore of Power Rangers, which I haven't really read the comic books of Power Rangers, so I know with the comic books they go a lot further in depth with the lore and everything, but I didn't really get around to reading the comics, so my knowledge is just from the TV shows. But if I read the comics, then I might have a different input on that.
Yeah, and I also just looked up RPM Red is Scott Truman. I just want to make sure, let y'all know I wasn't losing my mind.
No, that actually sounds right. I mean, I knew Devin was Beast Morphers Red.
Exactly. I mean, we met him too. Plus, I'm like,
yeah.
Wait, it's 2 Devins, but whatever.
Yeah, I gotta remember, you gotta testing our intelligence on Rangers here.
I'm like, I know I wasn't going crazy. I mean, I appreciate the lookout though.
Yeah.
I'm not as lost as I thought I was.
hey, just bear with us, guys. I mean, like we know enough what's going on with the Rangers. We may not know every single little detail of them, but we know enough. And excuse us if we don't know much. I'll probably have to come home every day. I'll probably have to come home. I'll have to act like this is like us growing up, and I come home and just watch Power Rangers. Every time it comes on, just while we're eating or something, watch some Power Rangers. Watch a Power Ranger episode.
I mean, there was one point where we did do that during 2020. So
during COVID, we were watching all of them during COVID.
Yeah,
we may have to do that again because we're in 2026. I remember it was around this time.
It was.
We were still watching it because I remember we took the vaccine. I remember we took the vaccine and I was like, they said drink a lot of water because you would get sluggish after taking the vaccine and everything. We drank a lot of water, and I remember this because we were in the middle of watching Turbo, and all I could do was just sit there and watch it because I was just so sluggish. I'm just like, shifting the Turbo. Okay, all right.
It was rough.
You're cool, man. You're cool.
Oh yeah, you're good. It's no worries. That's what I said. Thanks for the heads up, but thanks for the lookout. Just in case I was off. Now I appreciate it. If I was wrong, I definitely want you to guys to correct me because it's like you said, it's been a while.
Yeah. I think I have to be on YouTube. I think I have to.
I'm not one that doesn't like to be corrected. Trust me. Correct me. I have an old mind. Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't think I could pin a comment to the top through here. I probably can only do it through YouTube itself.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. But another one. I would say would be I'm thinking of Forever Red. And Time Force, but not Wes. Eric.
Eric?
Yeah.
Let me look who's here. Yeah,
I would like
who's
to.
here.
I would like to say he was a good one. Hey, what's up, Ranger Verse? Because you know, Possum's. If I'm saying it correctly.
Yeah. Eric Myers.
Yeah, Eric Myers. Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah.
Meeting him and seeing him on screen, he's a tough guy. I like him.
Oh yeah,
He got on my nerves for a bit, but when he started working with everybody, he was pretty cool.
You know what? He could have been in one of my top fives. He could have been. I guess if we said like top 6 or within the top 10, he would have been. He's up there. I actually like this character.
Yeah.
All right, Ranger Verse, you gotta came up.
He was good.
So was that your top?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.